In just 10 weeks of summer, research shows that kids can lose up to 3 months of reading progress. 3 months. That means a kid who finishes June feeling confident and successful can walk back into school in September struggling with skills they'd already mastered. But here's the good news. Preventing the summer slide is way easier than most parents think. You don't need tutoring, and you don't need hour-long lessons, and you definitely don't need to turn summer into school. Today, I'm showing you 5 simple strategies, most take less than 5 minutes a day, that protect your child's reading skills, and can even help them make gains while other kids are sliding backwards. And the best part, these fit right into things you're probably already doing this summer. When parents hear the summer learning loss stats, it's easy to feel like you're supposed to recreate the classroom at home. I don't think that's realistic, and honestly, I don't think it's necessary. Summer should still feel like summer. Kids should be outside, they should be swimming, they should be visiting family, going on road trips, making memories. The goal isn't to add more to your day, it's to create small moments that keep reading active, without making it feel like a chore. Think of it this way. If reading skills are like a path through a forest, summer doesn't erase the path completely, but if nobody walks it for 10 weeks, it gets harder to find again. These 5 strategies just keep the path clear. Let's start with the easiest one. One of the biggest misconceptions about reading practice is that it always has to mean sitting down with a book. For beginning readers, that's just not true. A simple 5-minute phonics or phonemic awareness activity goes a long way towards keeping decoding skills active. While you're unloading groceries, ask your child to blend sounds together. App. What word? While you're driving, play a game where they identify the first sound in different words. You can clap syllables in foods from your shopping list. Watermelon, popsicle, strawberry. Here's how this works. Reading is built on sound awareness. Even brief moments of noticing, manipulating, and playing with sounds keep those pathways active. And because these feel like games, not lessons, kids are usually a lot more willing to play along. But eventually, those sound skills need to connect back to print, which brings us to strategy number 2. Summer means car rides, sometimes a lot of them. Plenty of families already use audiobooks on road trips, and I think that's great. But if your child's still learning to decode, add a small stack of decodable books to the car too. One of my favorite summer habits is a car reading basket. Nothing fancy, just a few books within reach. This works because summer naturally creates little pockets of waiting time. Waiting for a sibling's soccer practice to end, sitting in a parking lot, waiting for grandparents to arrive, having a picnic at a park. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, over a whole summer, those moments start to add up. Bob books, flyleaf readers, and half-pint readers are all great options for beginning readers. And notice what we're doing here. We're not creating new reading time, we're just using time that already exists. But the next strategy takes that even further. One of the most powerful things we can do for young readers is help them see that reading doesn't just happen in books. Reading is everywhere. The grocery store, the park, restaurant menus, cereal boxes, street signs. That's why I love the I Spy a Word game. When you're out with your child, just point to a word and ask them what they notice. Can they identify the first sound? Do they recognize any of the letters? Or can they read the whole word? What happens is kids start seeing print everywhere they go. And that's a huge shift. Strong readers don't think of reading as an activity. They think of it as part of everyday life. And once kids start noticing words around them, reading opportunities multiply on their own. And that brings us to the strategy that might have the biggest long-term impact. Before we get to the last 2, tell me in the comments which of these you're most likely to try this summer. And if this is helpful, hit like, because the next strategy is one a lot of parents stop doing too early, and it might be one of the most important things you can do for your child's future as a reader. One of the most common mistakes I see is parents stopping read-alouds the second their child starts reading independently. But independent reading and listening comprehension aren't the same thing. A child might be able to read a simple book on their own, but understand stories, vocabulary, and ideas far beyond their current reading level when adults adult actually reads to them. That's why read-alouds are so powerful. They build vocabulary, they build background knowledge, they strengthen comprehension, and they expose kids to richer language than they'd get in beginning books. 10 minutes before bed can introduce hundreds of new words and ideas over a summer. The goal isn't to test comprehension, it's just to enjoy books together. Because when kids connect reading with connection and enjoyment, they're a lot more likely to become lifelong readers. Now the strategy that ties everything together. None of these strategies work if we forget to do them. And that's why I love simple visual tracking. Not because kids need prizes and not because every reading activity needs a reward, but because visible progress motivates people. A simple reading chart on the fridge can be incredibly effective. Every time your child does a reading activity, they color a square, add a sticker, mark a box. That's it. The chart's just a visual reminder that reading is something you're doing consistently. And consistency really is the whole goal here. Not perfection, not hour-long lessons, just consistent exposure to sounds, words, books, and language across the summer. Those small actions add up faster than most parents realize. Let's put it together. 5 minutes of phonics practice, decodable books in the car, playing I Spy a Word, reading aloud every night, and tracking the habit so it actually happens. None of these are complicated, none need expensive programs, and none should make summer feel like school. But together they help your child hold on to the reading skills they worked so hard to build this year. The summer slide is real, but so is the summer leap. And the difference between the two usually isn't an extra hour of instruction. It's 5 intentional minutes repeated consistently over 10 weeks. If you want to go one step further, watch my video on summer reading loss and why bringing phonemic awareness and phonics into summer activities makes such a difference for beginning readers. I'll show you exactly how to build a summer reading routine that actually sticks.